Out of here.
So
Out of here. Come back here with that camera on again. I will have you trespass.
I do not. I can enter here. This is
No,
a public
I'm
area.
telling you-
I can film my interactions with
No,
government.
you do not.
Yes,
Turn
I
the camera
can.
off.
Yes.
Sir, step back. You're done.
So you're saying you'll have me arrested?
I will have you trespass if you come back again.
Are you security?
Yes, I am.
Okay, call the sheriff. Call the sheriff.
Gloria, call the Cottonwood police. I want this man trespassed.
For what?
For what? I told you to stop filming. I told you to step out of the building. You're not.
I'm out right now.
You've done your business.
I just
no, you're
stepped
not.
out.
Close my door.
Well, technically, you're closing it on me. I'm outside.
Sir, step out.
So now
Watch the ego of the security guard collapse in real time. He believes his personal command overrides the First Amendment of the Constitution. When he says, "You are done today," he is attempting to suspend the supreme law of the land because he feels uncomfortable. Courts have ruled repeatedly that the right to petition the government and the freedom of the press include the right to record in public access areas of government buildings. The guard tries to physically grab the phone, that's a potential battery, while claiming the auditor is the problem. He is enforcing a policy that exists in his head, not in the penal code. This is what happens when a badge is given without the training to understand the rights it is sworn to protect. He wants submission, but he's about to get a constitution lesson.
ARS 113, that's a general code. What's the specific code under 13? That's the whole
I'm not
penal
gonna sit
code.
here and argue.
ARS 13 is the whole penal code.
Please
What
will be here in
law?
a few minutes. Let's step outside.
Okay, step outside with me then.
Behind, go over there.
Dude, I'm outside. You
I
can't
do not
dictate
want
where
you-
I stand.
I can dictate
I am
where you stand.
outside.
You're blocking my doorway
You
and
can
exit
dictate
way.
where I stand.
You're
There's no
blocking
one
my
trying to get
exit.
in and out right now.
They're about to leave.
Then they
so
can
need you
leave.
to step back.
Let them leave.
This is a classic moment of legal bluffing. The guard cites ARS 13 as the reason filming is illegal. Here is the joke. Arizona Revised Statutes Title 13 is the entire criminal code. It covers everything from littering to murder. He might as well have said, it's illegal because of the law. He cannot cite a specific statute because one does not exist that prohibits filming in a public corridor. The auditor correctly calls this out. When authority figures start citing entire books of law rather than specific sections, it is a confession that they are making it up as they go along. He is bluffing, hoping the citizen is too ignorant to check his math. But today he picked the wrong guy to lie to.
In public
I didn't say
places?
anything to you about you filming.
Okay.
What I said was I asked you to stay out here until we figured out what's going on. And then
And you
came
put
up
your
on-
hand on me when I tried to walk in to
came
film.
up on me,
They're
I
in a
pushed you
public
back.
place.
Okay, you need to stay back.
Can I get your name, badge number?
He's not involved in this. Yeah.
Well, you're an officer involved, clearly. So you're here now. Are you a supervisor?
No.
Okay. Your name, badge number, please.
I'm sorry?
Name and badge number,
My
please.
name's right here on my shirt.
It's covered up, and I can't.
The officer arrives and immediately attempts to control the auditor's physical movement. You can stay out here. This is a Fourth Amendment issue regarding unreasonable seizure. Unless the auditor is being detained for a specific crime, the police cannot dictate where a free citizen stands on public property. The auditor challenges this command. Are you asking me or ordering me? This distinction is vital. An order without a legal basis is a violation of rights. A request can be ignored. The officer is trying to establish dominance by creating a perimeter around his ego. He wants compliance, but without reasonable suspicion of a crime, he has no authority to turn a public sidewalk into a penalty box. He's issuing orders he can't back up.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you have to leave the property.
Why? For what law did I break to be trespassed from a public building?
Trespassing.
No.
Okay.
I need to break a law. No, I did not.
Into.
No, I did not. I went to the public restroom.
you
It's
can
on
do the
video in there. Did he show you me going into a restricted area? Because he's lying right now, and I'm telling you the security guard's lying. Did he show you video of me going in a restricted area? I guarantee I saw his video camera.
Okay.
I saw his
I
video
know what
camera.
he's telling me.
I
You
can
have to leave.
Okay, so he's lying. And I'm
Okay.
telling you there's video evidence. You will not look at it.
Okay. You either leave or you go to jail.
Okay,
You
so
understand?
and this is
You
the
have to be given
sergeant.
a
The sergeant jumps straight to the nuclear option. Criminal trespass in the third degree under ARS 13-1502. But there is a massive legal hurdle he is ignoring. To trespass someone from a public government building during business hours, they generally must have committed a predicate crime or violated a specific, content-neutral rule that disrupts operations. You cannot trespass a citizen simply because their presence annoys the staff. The auditor keeps asking, "What law did I break?" The sergeant has no answer because hurting the security guard's feelings is not a felony. They are threatening to arrest a man for accessing his own government, using the trespass statute as a tool of convenient censorship rather than public safety. They are trying to bully him into leaving his rights at the door.
To know the disorderly, and it takes intent. What did I do to disrupt it?
You are disrupting the flow.
I'm not. You are the one blocking the door.
I'm not blocking the door. The door's right there.
Oh, is this reasonable? You're going to take me to jail now? You are going to get a huge civil suit.
Okay.
It's all right. I already got one.
Watch how they try to lower the bar for arrest. The officer claims the auditor is disrupting the flow. Disruption of flow is not a crime. Arizona Revised Statute 13-2904 defines disorderly conduct as fighting, violent behavior, unreasonable noise, or serious disruption with the intent to disturb the peace. Asking for a supervisor or filming a public official does not meet the statutory definition of disorderly. The police are trying to equate administrative inconvenience with criminal conduct. They want to put him in handcuffs because he refuses to submit to their unlawful commands, not because he is actually endangering the peace of the building. It is a desperate stretch to justify a bad stop, and the auditor calls their bluff immediately.
Enjoy the complaint and the lawsuit. You know you lose qualified immunity when you violate a civil right, right? Hey, I want a lieutenant. Call a supervisor for me. I want a lieutenant. Get Johnson or Frank out here.
Johnson or Frank?
Or whoever, whatever lieutenant's on
We don't
duty.
have a Johnson or Frank.
Yeah, you do. You got a John Johnson.
No, we don't.
Is this the police then? No, you're not the
It's Colorado
sheriff.
Police Department, yep.
Let me get a lieutenant.
The auditor issues a specific legal warning here regarding qualified immunity and Title 42 U.S.C. Section 1983. Qualified immunity protects officials who make reasonable mistakes, but it evaporates when they violate clearly established rights. By explicitly stating his right to be there and filming, the auditor is removing their ability to claim ignorance later in court. He is putting them on notice. If you arrest me now, you are doing so knowingly against the Constitution, and you will be personally liable. This scares them more than physical resistance. They know that a civil rights lawsuit hits their career and the department's wallet harder than any complaint form ever could. He is speaking the only language they truly respect: liability.
And I think this number 4 is what you're referring to.
It's an administrative order. It's not a law. It's not a law. It's the administrative order, not ARS.
Right. That's what
So
I was
you
looking
guys
at
can't
myself.
enforce all. You're right.
I'm
I know
I was
we're
telling you
agreeing.
that's-
I'm just verbalizing.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. We're law enforcement, not policy enforcement.
That's what I was looking for too. I just wanted you to start reading it while I was reading through
100%.
here. So
100%. Clements, I'm not trying to be a jerk, bro. I just.
I'm not trying to
Oh,
be there.
I'm okay. Clements. Here.
Okay, I'm sorry.
You can appeal small claims, you can always refile.
I do.
The truth finally comes out. The sergeant reads the document and admits, "We are law enforcement, not policy enforcement." This is the admission that vindicates the auditor entirely. They are looking at administrative orders, which are internal court rules, not criminal statutes. Police officers are sworn to enforce the penal code, not the building manager's wish list. This distinction is crucial. You cannot arrest someone for violating a policy unless that violation triggers a specific statute, which it didn't here. The sergeant finally realizes he has been threatening to arrest a man for breaking a rule that carries no criminal penalty. The bluff is over, and the badge has to back down to the law.
People throw that term around loosely, but literally this is the First Amendment in our face right now. This is free press. I'm having an interaction with government on public property, and that's anyone could film. We could have 100 people here filming, and I couldn't tell them to stop. And that's
let me ask this, Corey.
That's all.
If you wouldn't have been told you're being trespassed and you get out of here, would you pull out your camera and try to come back in?
No. That's exactly my point.
Okay. But now that you know that prosecutors,
But I don't know that he doesn't know that.
Okay, I'm saying, and now I'm saying for his benefit as well.
Yeah.
Once you know the prosecutor's limit is a restricted area, because you've been told.
I'd
by
go to the
him.
bathroom so I could still walk right up to where I was. I didn't.
Right,
bro.
right,
No,
right,
I'm disagreeing. I did not go in the. If anyone's saying I went
know,
in her
I
office,
know.
I did not.
What I'm saying though is now that you know though, if you were to walk back in there, even you said you would know now.
The auditor takes a victory lap, not with arrogance, but with a demonstration of constitutional rights. He identifies his actions as freedom of the press, gathering news on public property. The First Amendment protects this activity explicitly. To prove his point, he walks exactly where they said he couldn't go, and they do nothing. Why? Because they now know they have no legal standing to stop him. He effectively de-escalated the police by educating them. He walked past the imaginary red line the security guard drew, proving that fear and ego are not laws. He didn't just win the argument, he reclaimed the public space for every citizen watching.
I'm a businessman first.
Have a good one.
Both you guys, man. Appreciate it. All right, buddy. Let's go. Your turn now. You want to make amends?
Dude, I hold no ill will.
Me either.
Alright.
We'll be cool every time I come in.
Yes, we will.
No worries. And I appreciate that.
Okay, so that went decent, I guess. In the spirit of audit the audit, I'm going to give the cops a B. I'm going to give the security guard a C. I'm going to give him a C, but I have high hopes that he's going to get an A next time. And I'm going to give myself a B+. Definitely room for improvement.
This interaction was a masterclass in the difference between policy and law. The security guard tried to enforce his feelings. The police tried to enforce a policy, but the auditor stood on the Constitution, and the Constitution won. They threw every threat they had at him: trespass, disorderly conduct, arrest. But because he knew the specific statutes, and the lack thereof, he turned a potential jail sentence into a walk in the park. This is why you must know your rights. The system relies on your ignorance to gain compliance. When you refuse to be ignorant, you refuse to be a victim. This video is for educational and commentary purposes only. Always verify laws in your own state. Stay sharp.